bills. We don't need no checks from the boys. We just need respect from the boys. We don't wanna fall in love by the force. So I just get the little re-drilling with the boys, yeah.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we have a good matchup for you in the NFC South on tap. It's Jameis Winston and the Bucks taking on Drew Brees and the Saints.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. First carry for Samaje Perine. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll run again with Perine. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Again, here's Perine. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now Manuel. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. On 1st down, Brees. Thomas has got it, complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. first time with Alvin Kamara. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a guy who's been a Raider his entire career. This is Marcel Reese. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1. It wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Breeze on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Now, keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make the play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. They can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
They start on the ground with P-Run. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Saints with an extra defensive back here on third on the field.
Could they blitz?
Here's Manuel. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Caught by Snead over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now this time, Breeze will throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Breeze going to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Quan Allen Alexander. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Caught right side. It's Snead. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now back to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Ready? You ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down, Ingram. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Ready? Ready?
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Noah Spence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded just inside the 30. Heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Easy, go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads. Took him right off his feet at the 11-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here's Pirine. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll set up a throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now a play fake here on first down. And some space here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. Shotgun now for Breeze. And it's caught. Kobe Fleener. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. To throw, it's Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. puts this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's Pirine to begin the drive. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 47-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's in. Complete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
that. Super toe.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Ready.
Now Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right around the 31. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Gerald McCoy continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Breeze now to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Noah Spence in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Breeze got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now Pirine down to the 25. A gain of 3, second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The Bucs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere. Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden. Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough. Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles. And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position. Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence. No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Back to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. It's complete. Flainer, right side. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Gerald McCoy in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know, they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.